You're tuned in to the Cre8 Podcast, where we explore the stories, advice, and insights from well-known and influential creatives in the industry. I'm your host, Cindy Morioki, and this is where creatives connect. Hi, Nviiri.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Easy.
Welcome to the set of the Cre8 Podcast. No, it's just for me to. I'm showing gratitude. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Could you please tell our audience who you are, if they don't know already, and what you do?
My name is Nviiri, and I am a king from the East.
Who makes wonderful music.
I know, man. So, for those who do not know me, Nviiri The Storyteller started off especially as a singer-songwriter,
yes,
video editor, turned entrepreneur, fashion connoisseur,
hey,
unajua, and someone that is pro-culture, and I've been really fighting for that cause through my music and everything else. But ile mnajua sana ni mziki. Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, but people know me with different faces out here.
Oh, true, and we're going to unpack those different faces on this episode. So, Masama, you used to be a videographer, and that's how you got your foot into this music game.
Yes.
For those who don't know, Nviiri was a videographer for Sauti Sol.
Sauti Sol, yeah.
And he was the second artist signed to Soul Generation. Sindio? I did my homework, man.
I noticed.
Yeah. So, how did that transition happen?
Okay. Let me tell you something. It was a means to an end, me doing video, but also I'm the type of person that would like to explore anything that will help my craft. I believe in collaboration and just adding on to what you get. With that said, it so happened that I was working at an entertainment company called Artville, and I was doing video production. Started working with Sauti Sol, and during this period, wakapata pia mimi ni msanii. Yeah, so this is where preparation meets opportunity. Yeah. Nimepreach kitu hapo, unajua mnafaa kuwa na vitabu. During this whole podcast you just need a pen somewhere. I'll just be throwing
Take
in
some
gems.
notes, guys.
Yeah, today I come as someone that is very willing to educate.
We love that.
And from everything that I've learned, because it has been a beautiful journey. Yeah, to where I am right now. And I was under Soul Generation, newly an independent artist, as you can see.
Doing big things as an independent artist.
But of course.
But
we're unpacking, yeah?
We're unpacking. It's coming slowly. Stay tuned. So, even before you got into this videography thing, you actually studied engineering. And then you even worked at a garage.
Kazi. My dad.
And for your dad.
Goddamn.
Oh, umekapitia for real. You've done a lot of things. You've
worn mnanirudisha Misri.
No, so that the people can see where you're going, huh?
No, it's very true, guys. Wasione ati this is the final product to me grind. I've always been I'm actually even trying to. I will not say that, not yet. But I'm a person who believes in science and also is a very spiritual person. So growing up, I always wanted to pursue science in its entire being. Na ikanikwamisha kwa mechanical engineering. Unajua kila mtu akona level yake. Nilianza na psych ya kuwa daktari, nikaona damu kidogo. I thought I even used to call myself just a scientist because I learned a lot from the universe and the world. I loved it. Yeah, meanwhile tulikuwa tunajua those stories the stars and whatever. I used to ask a lot about those questions. Now, combining that with my spirituality is now what I'm trying to bring forth. What I was about to say was something that I'm writing a book. Let me just put it out there. Let me give you a minute.
What? Nviiri the author.
The author.
I think that has a nice ring to it. Hey. The storyteller, the author. We like it.
Bad man. Yeah, so that's the basis of everything else that followed, be it my music, be it production, be the team that I select. And as we're unpacking, I came here prepared to instill a lot more. Yes. Actually, I have a lot that I really wanted to share. And,
please feel free.
Manze.
This is an open.
Nimekaa nimenyamaza sana, asiacha tuongee sasa. Umenipata siku mzuri.
We're lucky today, guys. Nviiri is in a talking mood.
Storyteller mnijui.
Yeah. Tell us the story. So now when you started this music journey, what was the reaction from home?
Oh, kwanza nilijibu vitu mingi nikasahau. You had asked about the garage. So sorry.
Ni sawa.
Yeah. Enye nilienda nikiendanga. From during this period ya garage, that's where I was telling you about the science. That's the science bit ilinifikisha hapo.
It's okay.
And it was such a beautiful period because I got to learn a lot. It was a humbling period also because, you know, the whole process. Manzi you know very well, manzi, you're born kukuwa msanii. Lakini you start by serving people. You know, I learned to serve people at that point. And I've bumped into a lot of people wondering, hey, sina ile usanii. Of course, in a good day utanipata, utajua mimi ni msanii. But in general, I just learn how to work with people and be close to people just simply because of this process yenye nilipitia. Walini humble. Acha tu niseme, na sitaki kurudi.
But here you are and you're doing big things.
But here I am. That's the good part, unajua.
Yeah.
Silver lining to everything. I mean.
You've worked on amazing songs. You know, obviously Pombe, Sigara. You've worked on my favorite song is actually My Wendy.
My Wendy. Oh,
it's my favorite song. It's sad. I feel like it's underrated.
Do you know what it means?
No, I don't. I just
and it's not underrated at all, yo.
No, I feel like it needs more ratings.
This is how my songs work, guys. Guys, okay. No, do not judge my songs based on ratings. Okay. Kuna watu, you know, for some other people, your happy place ni kukua na wimbo yako kuimbwa kama zinaitwa hymns kwa church.
Yes.
Mwingine labda kama national anthem, mwingine kwa sherehe. Mi yangu, it touches the right spot when it's supposed to. Nimepata a lot of lovely stories from people, from couples. We've gotten invitations to perform in weddings just because of that song. And it's serving its purpose. It will be a sad thing kupatana na My Wendy kwa club.
Okay, fair. It's not its purpose.
So
it's not underrated.
Kuna zile wimbo si mainstream lakini zinafanya kazi yake. Niko na beshte yangu sitamtaja akiwa kwa mafills zake ni is a G lakini anapiga simu nakumbuka hiyo wimbo analia. So it's quite a beautiful thing.
I love that song. It's very touching even though I have no idea what it means. I feel like is it a love song?
Yo, right now I can tell you right now kuna storyteller mwenyewe hapa. My Wendy, guys, is Luo.
Yes, it is.
Yes. My song okay, do we have a Luo in the house kwanza before ningare na nyinyi?
Napana, I don't think any of us is Luo.
So Wodomolo is the one who helped me these words, the lyrics. And it's basically just this is song my love, this is this song is for you, my love, this song is for you.
Okay. It's a very touching song. I like
Aneni wajaka watanikujia hapo, but not the direct translation, but that's the storyline. So it was a very it was one of those songs nemo kuandika with a genuine simple heart. Ile sina ujanja mingi, naandika tu, comes from a very good place. It's a very pure song.
Can you share with me some of your top highlights in your creative career so far?
Top highlights?
Yes.
Okay. The first one, I can name a couple of them.
It's fine.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. I like to thank my mom. I think the first one was when I wrote Melanin. Yeah. And I co-wrote with Bien, and I came out as a songwriter in the industry. So a lot of people knew the name Nviiri without the face. It was a very beautiful period, and I kind of got a taste of where we were heading towards. And it kind of also reminded me, manze, you got it in you. Unatengeneza my hits, come on.
You're that guy.
You're that guy.
It's true.
The second one was now being signed under Solgen. You know, it was such a good platform now to just unleash the full energy of the storyteller that we had at that moment and to what it has become right now. Everyone needs someone to hold your hand, manzi. You need a mentor, you need all these things, and it was so good that it came at the right time. We were also ready because at that time kuingia soldier lazima ujue kuandika song, ujue kucheza guitar, you already performing. You have to tick a lot of boxes. Alafu amepata mimi kwanza nimekuja mimi pia ni mechanic, najua kushoot video.
You checked extra boxes.
Unakuja na CV vingine refu sana, mnataka nini? Mulisema ni mechanic. Yeah.
Wow.
From there we went straight to Kitenge. Kitenge was more of a risk project because I came into the industry, you know, with a mark. Nikuja nikaeka print kwa industry. If you know, you know. So nikajulikana kama bwana sherehe. And mtu wa sherehe all through ikafika point, the true storyteller pia I have like a genuine side ile tu ya unapenda pia kuwa vulnerable. I express myself a lot through my music. Inje kuongea by then inaweza kuwa ngumu, naweza sema kijana kichwa ngumu asikiangi, he doesn't feel, but I express through my music, and that's the best thing I could ever do for myself, and it's like therapy. And I decided to release that vulnerable side, which was the Kitenge EP, and it was an emotional project from Bwana Sherehe. Can you imagine sasa nimekuja kuwalilisha? It was quite a big risk, but also it paid off in a very beautiful way. So at that period tumeongea sana, and it kind of shaped who I ended up becoming. Nikaanza kuamini pia kutengeneza projects, nikatengeneza Inside Out album. Because pia unajua ukiambiwa unatolea album, mnakimbizanga wasanii mjui hiyo project album. Yo, because I remember back then I would just sit, unasikia mtu anapangia album for even a whole year and a half, na bado hajafika halfway, unashanga hiyo ni album. So unashanga nini, what about that album? So unaandika tu, ukishaingia kwa industry ndio unajua
it's tough out here.
Yeah, it involves a lot. Yeah, so all these achievements really stood out. Yeah, and I'd like to add this on also one of those great moments. Niko hapa leo, mama, we made it.
Wow, I'm so honored that hey, wow. Guys, have you heard that? I'm gonna put that as the new tagline for Cre8. Endorsed by Nviiri.
That's what's up.
No, anyway. Okay, so you said now Kitenge was your biggest risk, or like a risk because you were making a different kind of music.
Yes.
And you've mentioned mentorship and how that's very important. So I'm guessing I can say that Sauti Sol were your mentors. Yeah,
they did quite a good job at that. And it's something that I really tushikane mikono huku nje. Yeah, it goes a long way. And with that said, I'm also just following on the same footsteps.
Yes.
If you've been online and you're checking out my page, guys, Nviiri The Storyteller, make sure you check it out.
Follow.
I'm talking to a lot of young guys, a lot of new artists coming up, because I figure this is where the change will start. Anyone who's now joining the industry, we just have a different mindset kidogo. Because siku rahisi, like you know, but only your mindset changes. And right now we live in such a beautiful time where anything goes.
That's true. Anything
Yo, hata nikishika hivi kikombe yangu kaje mimi naweza trend. Yo, so what is needed? You just have to be ready for that. Yeah, you don't be now quick to focus on the end goal. Look at the sasa mko msanii, but just take your lessons in the process. Yeah.
So now you're starting to mentor young.
I am doing that, guys.
Artists.
Yeah.
And you're starting in Eastlands.
Yeah. So for those when I'm just scared, you know, it was Kings from the East. I was brought up from Eastlands sides, you know, and I'm saying, can anything good come from the East? Yes.
Clearly.
The storyteller, you know,
yes.
And many other people. Watuka kina Calligrapher, kina Suda. Kwanza Suda alikuwa ni bongo. We have had the band. We have a lot of good talents that have come from Eastlands that we just need to be loud about that story and just let people know all that magic iko tu hapo mtaani, si lazima uende mbali. So I'm trying to do a huge event called the Eastlands Fest. Guys, you can pull up and support in whichever way you can. It will be a day event, but I want to put on these artists for Eastlands. All those will be doing some auditions pia tuwalete wasanii na pia wasanii wali make it kutoka hiyo hudu pia kuje just
also supporting young and up and coming artists, bringing people back to share their stories. really commendable and amazing, and everyone should go, myself included.
For the other artists, we'll plan how they'll come on board to support, but that's the whole mentorship program, is just to show you where the magic is. Sometimes tumesahau sana. We have the wrong idea of success. So zingine unakaa hapo unaweza kuwa kwa whip ama unachill na genge na pop bottles, inaweza kuwa success kwako. But past that, what else? You know, me, I just decided, because I've seen it all. I've seen the magic in it is just also helping other people live that life. And it's fun. Mkipopizo bottles wase wengi, man. It's such a fun moment to have just a whole community with you. And my motto is like community that brings up an artist that takes care of that community.
Yes.
Mimi mtu nimesaidika sana mtaani. I haven't really lacked. Labda pia ni ujanja, unajua pia tunajua kuishi Nairobi. Though sijaibia mtu, sijafanya nini, na hiyo ujanja yangu nimesurvive. But ni through kupenda natu na watu. Mimi kila mtu I have someone amenisupport, mtu amenisupport hapa, na pia mimi nikarudisha mkono. Yeah, with that said, guys, you support Kings from the East. We are having the website coming up. We're having also itakuwa backed up by the event. And with the event we'll have a whole educational program. By there tunafunza wase this whole basics, how to make money, how to make your whole team, like an artist development program. And God willing pia manze tushike tu ndege pia naonyesha huko nje venye kuko. Because part of my program is just taking artists outside mcheki. Because my eyes really opened after kutoka nje. Vitu tunajiona ni usanii hapa, mkitoka nje yenyewe the fight is so bigger than this yani. Unaona yenyewe back to the drawing board. It humbles you. You just go back to work. That's
amazing though. And I think it's good. The other day when I had a different guest on here and we were talking about gatekeeping in the industry.
I saw that.
And it's nice to see that you're not a gatekeeper. And I feel you deserve an award for that. Because it's good to see that you genuinely want to nurture this talent. And you know the music industry, it's growing a lot in Kenya. But we still have a long way to go. And it's nice to see that you're very willing to bridge that gap. So that's really good.
The biggest fight in ningependa tu to address, honestly speaking, now the politics and the art. Now that would be the biggest fight, I think. Not really biggest fight, but the biggest challenge. Because I believe most of these solutions that even the government is looking for, we have it as creatives. Tuko nayo mbaya, if only to put that same respect and positions that we get involved. And there's a bill that has been gazetted already to mepigania you guys. In wasanii, I even posted about it. And these are things that are really, so we decided other than kwa msanii we're taking this fight pia uko juu. Let me give you a scenario. Sophia Nza venye akona hit, sindio? Why couldn't we have just one of our top politicians congratulate? Do you know how much of a goodwill that would be? Uende hata ukienda kutisha deal Safaricom anakuchikina picha na ulikuwa hapo na DP ama kiruka hiyo. Nasema nyewe ni jamaa pia like I appreciate kazi yako. You get? We see that even in South Africa, Tyler landed was wow, Michelle appreciate. Because you know we are actually ambassadors. We are carrying our country's name outside. Umetoka kulima unakuja unapigwa tu na taxi kwanza. Haujasalimiwa, hujaambiwa pole kazi.
No greeting, nothing.
No nothing.
You can't even breathe.
So I believe once they see us as ambassadors, hata tuanze kupewa passport za red, sasa unajua unapita tu venye unajisikia. Because as artists we are the only people who we are one of the main, is a very very heavy tool to pass this whole cultural stories and our beliefs and also just collaboration as a country. You know, politically they're trying to make a whole community, East African community. King from the East, kama wasanii pia tunajitengenezea yetu. We are literally fighting the same wars if you look at it. So if you get equal respect and equal love, and it has started. We are seeing Bahana launch movie, DP anaenda. That respect is actually coming. Hiyo revolution yenye tumekuwa tukipigania is actually happening. It will only now be wise for artists wenye wanakuja juu wa notice kitu inafanyika. It's okay. Unaweza record, unaweza imba. What next?
That's true. What next?
Because hiyo tumesha factor. Hata tuko na watu wanafanya covers online, watu wanaimba wanatesa. Yeah, we'll do something more than that.
Yeah, and it's as you said, like these days we're so lucky rather, that we live in the digital age. You can just blow up at any small thing that you do.
Hata gatekeepers, kwanza niliacha kutetea gatekeepers kitambo cause niliamua tu kama kuna gatekeeping hapa yenyewe ndapitia huku.
No, it's
LinkedIn,
true.
Twitter, Instagram, nini, like sahi you cannot give anyone, alafu you go there to claim it. Please, let's not beg it. Beg for anything. Because like I say, siku ya COVID venye tulikuwa na COVID. Would you try to live your life without even a movie, without music, without a rap song, or without how ni wasanii?
Should have been like, I can say like quarantine sessions, like those
a lot of
held
people
us down.
Is it clear? Even people found their skills at that point. A lot of brands came through that during that period. So imagine all that power. Alafu mna approach in fear. Ati kuna mkubwa pale amesema kwanza mtulie. We will start our own here. Your idea, because we've seen people implementing a lot of ideas and concepts that are not working. Tuko hapa.
And here we are. There's someone who said, if the table is full, create your own table.
Mbaya sana.
I like that. It's true. Like
hadi na jikoni yako na kila kitu. Na unaleta watu wako wa kukula.
Yeah.
That's what I'm creating, honestly. An ecosystem of people who believe in each other. I have videographers in my team. I have dancers. I have an entire IT team umechika kinajua hapo nje. I have guys who are being taught how to be managers and everything. So na hawa watoto ni wenye mimi mwenye nahitaji to run myself as an artist. Past that pia any artist who's coming on board, we put them in the same system, and it's such a beautiful thing. Kila mtu hapa kuna kazi.
Yes.
Kama ni design uko, and pia wasanii pia ku appreciateana.
Yes.
Yeah, we have moments where for me right now when I make when I quote for an event na consider kuna dance andeka I have my personal DJ Anam, shout out blocker manze. Make sure mempatia hiyo Anam nimekugotea manze. Shout out, go check out his music. You know, he's my personal DJ and producer manze.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So this guy hey, nimebaki kwa this guy. This guy. Tulikuwa happy.
It's okay. Tulikuwa, you were saying that you're creating jobs basically.
Yeah. So we just learn how to collaborate and nikakuja kurealize hata ase kama kina Nam, they also have their own events, vibes in the east. Yo, and it's amazing how much people are doing in the background if only you asked and only you collaborated.
True.
So everyone in the farm unakula bei yako. Mimi hata nikikuwa seti unakuja kunifanyia favor na kuwa tuna bei yako na kila kitu tunalima. And you know, everyone is fighting this fight in a different way. Yeah, I'm seeing even guys like Akina Suda, kuna Kina Charisma, na Kina Okelo. Guys are writing. I can only wait to see what these people are cooking. Yeah. But you see that type of collaboration tunapiga. Tusikae peke yetu kiwa wasanii pia to cut across, tuingie pia pande nyingine. Let's fight our own fights from those seats. We elected a lot of young people to represent us huko ndani. Wasipongea pia si tuingie tuingie. Tunaweza ongea huko ndani pia.
Yeah, it's true. So now you've talked about co-creation and there's a part of what you're doing now. You want to co-create with businesses or partnerships rather.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that creative freedom is something that's very important to you.
Very.
So what is your criteria for that? Like, how do you go about those partnerships?
Is first and foremost ni kujijua inside out. Well, is I've done my homework.
Yeah.
And I keep on studying. I believe there's no end to studying. Yeah.
True.
And with that said, I surround myself, like I've told you, with giants, with military army men. Mi kuanga hapa na soja stupu. Nikiamua kuunleash unajua tuko ngapi. Anyway, we show up and everyone has a role.
Yeah.
If I need anything concerning IT, honestly, I'm not a smart person when it comes to that. And funny enough, these guys are also creatives. Everybody is a creative actually. You just tap into it. When I'm like, especially when we released Kitenge.
Yes.
Joe is the one who took part in it, and Joe is such a technical guy. Ako in the IT and PR department.
Yeah.
And these are the people that really helped me release this whole project. So I learned how to listen to people. Nisikuwe tu kichwa ngumu, nimesikiza tu watu. My visual director hapa acha nimpigie makofi.
Shout out to you, Maisha.
Shout out to Maisha, manze. Maisha, what go follow her on Instagram? Yeah, no. As him is Jay put on. My manager, my wife, I insist. Paid actor. Yeah.
We love it.
Well,
she wears many hats too.
She wears many hats. And these are some of the people who I have around me there. They just sharpen my skills every day. And it's always just amazing to discover those new things. So mukwa too eager. When you hear even the new project that we are doing, it's a totally new sound. I'm always just eager to explore. And the best part is collaboration. Once you collaborate, niko na wasanii wengine pia nakuja. Kuna Albizi kwanza amenipandishia ngoma, amepandishia ndege. If you listen to my song utadhani kijana amefanyia LA. Oh me, oh my. Hey. Yeah, but such guys just put more juice into your work and character. It's not just about one person. That's really what helped us at a Soul generation. We were family. You were never bored with one person. Ukiwa hapa tunakupiga na sura ya mwingine wewe ametokea, you know.
That's good. I like that there's always been a sense of community for you.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you about your work.
And you look for that community, not that it just exists.
No, it doesn't exist. You have to make it and find it. It's true. Now let me ask you about your work. Now I'm imagining that there's been. Have you ever gotten criticism for it, or like criticism can also be good. That's the beauty. But has there ever been a time where someone or people have been like not with it? They're like, "I happen very happen." Has that ever happened to you?
It depends with when you muulize swali
and you uliza in a different way
ungeri structure criticism is everywhere.
True.
Kwanza to and leave alone criticism, opinion. You hata paka yangu iko na opinion. Guys, let me tell you first, I made a litter box. I'm trying to learn how to be a good cat dad. Thanks to Maisha. Amenipunguzia gangster points hapo. Watu wangu, anyway, tutarudi huko baadaye. My this cat nimetengenezea litter box. Ikakuja, instead of taking a dump hapo ndani ikaenda kuteka dump chini ya bed yangu. Then Maisha goes ahead to Google, and you know what it says? You did not make it good enough. It wasn't clean. Like ipaka inani judge venye na panga nyumba. Let's just say nilifungia hiyo litter box hapo. You'll have to deal with that.
That's not
as humans we adopt.
Yeah.
Do your thing. So comparing that to opinions and criticism.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have a team that I listen to.
Yes.
And I make sure by the time you have a point, you have to really come with pointers. So I also just don't take any word to heart them, and it has to be a very technical thing. Okay. Do we have a scenario, Mopenzi? Like, let's say even with the styling, like with the probably video shoots. When it comes to styling, sitabishana. Such things, that's a proper critique yenye ndafurahia pia me because I learn. And I only say I'd rather be dumb, I'd rather look dumb once and in my own safe space. Watu wangu watanipasha nini, si ati muendelee lakini mnaweza ni correct na nini. But beyond that, nikitokea nje, that's how you see someone coming out as a star, unashanga jamaa on point. It's always a team behind them. Yeah, otherwise ukiacha, if you leave it to the masses, ni kazi yako watafanya. Yeah, so I don't really pay attention to them. And also I've really been, nimekuwa mtu mzuri yenye ama biwamu kuna kasoro na unataka kunitolea, mimi nimekuwa mtu mzuri watu wangu. And I do my due diligence to be a very good person
and we think
and deliver, to be a very good example, because other people thrive in chaos.
True.
Mimi I'm trying a different path, man.
Just want peace.
I don't want problems.
No problems here. How do you balance your own artistic career with now your empowerment program?
All is one and one is all. I just decided it all has to make sense.
So it's the program is part of your career.
It is part. Like I told you, for that program to work for me as an artist, I also have to work.
True.
My system has to work. My mechanism has to work. So everyone I put in place, you must have a double. Maisha now has an assistant. Everyone has an assistant to create water jobs. You get any, and funny enough, it's as simple as, and these are things anyone can do. You don't need resources. I have this idea, I can help Maisha support an artist. Advice even if you kitaka contacts, even if it's the gatekeeping thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But just by having that team and that trickle down effect, it creates your own ecosystem. Yenye mimi kama msanii naamka tu video yangu ilishaeditiwa, muziki yangu imefanyika, because that's a really tricky part for all the artists. When you're that's why artists run towards labels. Labels provide that safety. And they do it with a lot of ease that you forget ukitoka nje ni wewe na Mungu wako. You get?
It's you and your one.
Yeah, you just have to learn how to do it. And we're so privileged enough. We went through the whole system, Soldian, and learned from it. I'd like everyone to know about it. Because it's sad you'd find watu wanabisha na bado kuhusu the next release, kutoa tu ngoma, kufanya nini. And yet there's a whole structure that comes behind it. You know, we are sending them to their impending doom. Unajua vizuri ya industry haijasimama, nyie pia mnajisukuma tu wasanii. Mwasukume na structure pia.
True. Okay, interesting. Now, when you're looking for a corporate partner, how do you see these brand partnerships impacting what you're doing now?
Well, I now just work with brands that are pushing the same agenda. Yeah, because when you're pushing such a huge cause, you do not need to be a slave or tied down to a certain cause. You need to run the real fight that you're running. So with that, you only pick people who are doing the same thing. Yeah. So if I'm doing something with wildlife, I'll get guys who are also into conservation. Yes. And just like artists run quick to get record label deals because of the structure, we also run in to get such deals and endorsements from
anyone and
corporates and anyone and any type of whatever that is out there. And sometimes it's sad when I see an ad, mtu ameshoot commercial hapo, umerusha kitu unacheza na it looks very good and crisp and clean, then your own content haikaa hivyo.
I love that you said that. Is a conversation I've had with every single guest on this.
Nashanga wala.
Yeah.
If you can't do this for yourself,
why are you doing it?
And me rebellion ilianza nikiwa mtoto. I remember telling my dad, if you're not helping me push my dreams, I'll not push yours. Sasa nikiwa kwa garage. You have to accommodate me in the rehearsals. You mean namfanyia pia job.
True.
So for brands, a brand should be willing to be proud of you as a representative. Iseme nataka Nviiri la kwa international brand, unataka nini Nviiri, kila kitu hii na hii unacheki for you. Kwa msanii it's very expensive. Kuna marketing, kuna kulipa watu kufanya hizo kazi zote. If only a brand can, and only a label does that. If we had a brand ikuje ijipatie opposition other than using someone
to market this
for a period of time, tuko na hii campaign rushe kitu mbio alafu kimaliza, what is left of you? You have a concept, okay, we'll support you in that concept, but the support is actually even limited because also you'll start approaching it and customizing it to that brand.
True.
Nataka ikue appealing too. What about the people you're serving as an artist? So I decided to go back to the genesis. I want just to be that genuine artist again. Nirudi tu Eriata nilale nje, sijakuwa nikipiga shows for a while, but it's for a good cause. I know what I'm building, you know. And you have to fight the real fight. Hakuna shortcuts. Juu nikipiga shortcuts, it doesn't make me any better than anyone else who's doing it.
It's true.
So erinumie lakini that whole process tuifuate pole pole, and we have very good people who are doing these fights already. We have good partners. And people who are willing. Some of these people even they don't have that information. And we have a lot of corporate brands that I love it when they ask actually, how can we come on board to assist your project? They have that. And also, we love whatever you're doing, but we don't know how to help you. Sasa is up to, so hiyo pia inarusha lawama pia kwa msanii. Juu pia as much as monge huko pia wasanii hawajui the purpose of that collaboration is to elevate both parties, si kupata tu pesa. People rush, naweza kupostia kwanza, unaweza tumia red card hapa mbaya sana per month, nini mtu anakupostia hizi vitu, and whatever they're posting is not in line with whatever they're pushing at all. Mtu anapush mental health, labda huko kwingine anaweza kusukumia pombe labda manzi, goddamn. You know? Ama sikutaka kusema pombe lakini
mimi nimesema ni sawa.
Sasa utatuambia. But yeah,
but I see it like that as well. Like you should always, as a brand, as your own personal brand, you should always align yourself with other things that are in line with what you do. Yeah. So you can't be pushing something you don't even believe in, or you know, do. You should always. So I like that you've gone back to that. Yeah, and all good things. They say good things come to those who wait. So your time is coming.
And like ikuja, because again it has been win after win after win. So I'm not really afraid with whatever we're doing, because we're approaching everything with preparation. Tunajipanga. I'm so glad. I'd like to let all artists know that hii platform unapewa ya kuwa msanii, I honestly personally believe it's a platform that elevates you to a place where you can fight other fights and bigger fights, not just being an artist. Like right now, people really want mentors, people really need saviors, people need support. Hatuhitaji idols.
Yes, it's true.
Iki tu say inaka Hunger Games. Yo, because you see people are fighting, people are demonstrating, like wengine wamekam pose. It is a sad thing. It's when you're in that position, it's beautiful. Mimi msanii najua, it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
But you know, just know what you're fighting for, know where you stand, know what you believe in. Tusikwe tu swayed. However, that's what I'm saying. Even in our program, I really want guys to travel outside. You see what you name as success is not really that. Yeah.
It's good to see that you're pushing
Tupige kazi.
You push yourself.
Hakuna shortcut.
It's good. Hakuna shortcut. But there is support, like you've said. You can always get support. Looking back at now your career, what would you tell your younger self about the importance of like understanding business aspects of music?
Biashara ni ngumu. Tafuta tu mtu anajua biashara afanye. Yeah. I've tried. You know, wasanii. Biashara itawapata hapo mbele, because you're running an entire team. You have a manager, you're paying dancers, you're doing what? Alafu gava imekuja kwanza na kupiga tax. You're an entity by yourself. So it's not easy. You better start learning now. And what I'd tell my younger self is, hiyo kitu nafunzwa sahi, ichukue, utapatana nao mbele. And which is the motto I've always been living by. Yeah, it really saved me from a lot of bullshit. You know, una learn sahi, like I said, I'd rather be dumb now. Naishika sahi, naachana now. Itakuja mbele, hiyo biashara itakuja huko mbele. While I was in Soldier now, I was taking notes every single day. It's the exact same thing I'm doing, and even in a personalized way with what I believe in, because I believe we can fight the same agendas, but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's your vision and your own fight.
True.
So it's not a race at any point. There's no time it will ever be a race.
Just take your time and it'll come to you.
And you're playing that long game. Pole ndio tumeanza. Guys, can you imagine, I've just been in this industry for 5 years,
and now look at you mentoring people
and
doing good things.
Watu wameka huko for 10 years and they are doing great things. So now imagine tukifika hapo takuwa wapi.
It will be better. Yeah, I do think that's something that creatives need to learn, especially the up and coming ones, that it takes time.
It does take time,
and not to give up so quick, because I mean kuna watu for real, they blow up, you know, in a day, I mean, whatever, overnight. Lakini there are also a lot of them who have to work hard to get to a certain place. And it's Sawa. Like, it's just, your journey is different from someone else. So like don't compare. Actually,
what I believe, whether ikuje polepole ama haraka, if you are not prepared, inapotea. We've seen a lot of people wenye wapata overnight, wamekuwa overnight sensation na wakawa prove wrong. Mtu kwanza kazi yada, watu walianza tu kumongea, akawa prove wrong. That lady was so fucking prepared.
Yeah.
Alingara na Wakenya. Mtu kama Elsa pia alingara na nyinyi.
Serious, it's true. It's true.
Yo, so kwa underdog is such a beautiful thing, and I love it, because no matter the circumstances, you know, just you do your thing, run your race, baki hapo, watajionea.
But and being prepared, I think that's such
just
a strong
prepared,
point.
Man. Yeah.
Be prepared.
Because your success inakuja squeeze, like I said, in today's world, anything happens at any time. Katu rada, mi hata ukikuwa tembea na chesa, unaweza nipata, piga shot.
I like that good. That sounds nice.
So be prepared, watu wangu wasanii. Tembea na verse. Ukisikia naimba wewe ina crew, kwanza hiyo venye unachikiwa wasanii tunakongo wengi, it's a very dangerous place. Ukinyamaza hata ngoma itakuwa si yako. Unaimba tu hivi kidogo. Nakumbuka Niko Sawa, Suda ndio alianza keys. Akaanza tu keys kidogo. Tukaanza hapo na BNS kasa Suda ziweke verse. Suda amecheza keys kidogo, ngoma unacheki, ngoma imeshaenda, sisi tumeshamaliza ngoma. Ukiacha space yoyote mtu anakuja tu anakuwekea verse. And it's a beautiful thing. And that's the kind of relationship tumegrow na tuna nurture. Ukipata kaende. Yeah, your candle only gets brighter.
I like that one. I like it. Okay, now I want to ask, just before we wrap up, is there anything that you missed before this fame?
I still do everything the same, man. I mean, najijua. Nikitaka kutembea kwa hood natembea tu, nikitaka happy and
so ija kuchange hivyo. You're still you.
Call it a Leo thing. I've always grown up just wanting to be a star.
Not the star sign.
Ni maisha liniingiza huko. So unasikia mama,
maisha, I can see your influence. I can see your influence.
Unaona kazi ya maisha. Anyway, I think the time I had on my hands just to chill with family. That was beautiful.
That's good. That's nice. But it's nice to see that you're still you. No, you've not lost.
Hizo zingine zote tu ziko. Ni hiyo tu masaa. Mambo ni mengi, masaa ni machache. Because you know with great power comes great what?
Responsibility.
Easy, yeah.
Okay. Now to wrap up.
Manze.
To imagine maisha.
Nikaa minjo nilikuambia niko ready.
Yeah, he's so prepared. I didn't even need to ask questions.
Hizi ni vitu napigania day in and day out. So any avenue we get, even whether we have a project coming up, we always have something we are fighting for day in day out. It's a daily process and it makes life very enjoyable.
Yeah.
So now leo watu wameenda kuandamana. Ita driver. You see, our fight sit mpigania kwa microphone.
But any form of activism is okay. Chakani music, it's fine.
No, that is so true.
It's okay.
And speaking about that, we've had a couple of leaders wenye wanatusaidia kwa hii fight. And there's some people wenye wako radical na najua hiyo vita kuingia kwa ground. And the grace we've had is just being surrounded with the right people who are willing to listen. So we even have a bill that has been gazetted. That did I say this early on? I did not say.
You mentioned it, but you didn't go into.
Okay, yeah, we have a bill that is being gazetted, and at this point, these are the people who sat us down as creatives na wakatusikia. Tulika wasanii wengi na tukapitch. You know, so as much as wengine wanakimbia kwa ground, let's also respect like other people are putting in fight.
Yes.
Like I like what you've said. Watu kuna njia zingine za kupigania hiyo vita.
And it's still important to the cause.
Kulingana na uwezo yako. Unaweza kuwa unakufa njaa lakini unataka kuprovia watu pia unaweza piga nduru kwa barabara. Na uwezi kimbia. Unajua ukiwa njaa uwezi toka mbio. Hiyo kitu tiaga zinataka ukule.
It's true.
Yeah, so let's fight our fights, manze, but remember the one goal is just to be one, manze. We just need one good industry that is making it. Yeah. Na hiyo industry ndio tunaitengeneza. We all have to win for this industry kukua na international hit.
It's true.
Ukisikia Nigeria utajange mtu mmoja, ukisikia wapi utajange mtu mmoja. So Kenya, guys, if you want to have an international industry, we all have to do it.
True.
Yes.
So now, please tell the people a word of advice you'd give them.
Ni kama yote ilikuwa
advice, For real, yote ilikuwa
advice. Hapo, the best advice I can let you guys know is follow me on all social media platforms. Engage me ukiwa na maswali. You know, niko hapo ndajibu maswali zenyu. Take care. Yeah. King from the East. You know, we just need believers in this cause and so far we are winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Na kuna album inakuja.
You heard it here.
Yeah,
It's exclusive.
Oh,
did you
nyumbani kwangu leo kutaungua watu. Let me send you my pin, kujeni tu bash huko tutulie.
You heard it here first. The man himself is working on an album.
Yes. Thank you very much.
We love that. Nviiri, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming here. We have really enjoyed the conversation that we've had with you. So guys, that was Nviiri exclusively here on the Cre8 Podcast. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Cre8 Podcast. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. Like, share, and comment whose story you'd like to hear next. And in the meantime, you can vibe with us on all our social media platforms at the Cre8 Pod. Remember to stay creative, and I'll catch you in the next one.